We're going to be doing something a little bit different. Since it is our Thanksgiving special, we're going to be giving a list of things that we are thankful for here at Futbol Americas, plus Herc, working our way through a couple of top 10 goals lists from leagues that are very near and dear to the heart of this show. Of course, I'm talking about the National Women's Soccer League and the USL Championship as well. So production has been working hard. We got the top 10 goals from all season in the NWSL and USL. And we got this great list of things that we indeed are thankful for here at Futbol Americas from the calendar year of 2023. All right. So let's start with the biggest thing to hit these shores in quite some time. Lionel Messi signing with Inter Miami. Messi joining Miami from PSG and just 8 months removed from winning the World Cup with Argentina. The 36-year-old arrived with pretty much the highest possible expectations and then delivered, taking last place Miami on a sensational run to the League's Cup title. Injuries and fatigue cost him the Open Cup final and quite a bit of the end of the regular season, but Messi still managing to make headlines, Herc, as the first ever active MLS player to win the Ballon d'Or. I know I'm grateful for Messi's arrival on South Beach. What about you?
Not as grateful as Major League Soccer, I'll tell you that. And that's really what it comes down to, right? It was a pivotal moment in the history of Major League Soccer. They moved away from the traditional powers in TV of ESPN, of Fox, of TUDN in Spanish, and it went to Apple. And in a moment where everybody had doubts, and in a moment where you needed that immediate injection of life into the veins of the American soccer fan, of Major League Soccer, who comes to save the day again? David Beckham. Bringing Lionel Messi. The original DP brings the DP that's going to change the league. And it was storybook, Seb. From the moment he stepped onto the training field, it was something like 2-3 days before his first Leagues Cup game. The man was on a beach in like the Bahamas, in Bermuda somewhere, sipping on Mai Tais, hanging out, soaking in the sun, goes and has a few training sessions, and then comes in against Cruz Azul in the first Leagues Cup game and immediately changes that franchise forever. No, it changed the moment he signed, but he just sealed it with that walk-off free kick. I'm thankful for the arrival of Messi to America because of the way it's going to change football in this country.
Yeah, absolutely. It's huge, Herc. I was down there in the days before the presentation, what was really Messi watch week, when people were following his every move. What he was doing at the supermarket was headline news. There's never been anything in American soccer that was that white hot. Maybe folks who were around when Pelé arrived could speak to that, but certainly not in your existence, certainly not in my existence. And there's never been anything in Major League Soccer that's been anywhere near that white hot. It was so exciting even before he ever played a game. It made Major League Soccer, at least Inter Miami, right? Especially in those Leagues Cup games, it made them must-watch TV in a way that I don't think that the league has ever truly been. This guy delivered in every way possible. It was amazing, Herc. And what's exciting to me is I feel like we're just scratching the surface. I think like Inter Miami and Lionel Messi are set up for big things in 2024. If you think about not just the results once he got there, and I know they faded a little bit towards the end of the season, but the way they played, like the second he stepped on the field in that Cruz Azul game, remember? It was him and Robert Taylor and DeAndre Yedlin. Suddenly they're pinging it around like Barcelona. Well, imagine what a year under Tata Martino will do. Imagine as more and more players come. We're hearing about Luis Suarez. We've heard about Luka Modric. You know Messi's going to bring more. I think we've just seen the very beginning of what Messi and Inter Miami can do in this league. To me, they got to be overwhelming MLS Cup favorites in 2024. Tell me I'm wrong.
I think you're wrong, and I think I think that was
you
proven.
Sounders TV.
No, listen, I think that was proven towards the end, just with the makeup of these players. You bring in a lot of players who are in their mid-30s, because you're going to have Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, you're going to have Messi, there's rumors of Suarez. We've heard Luka Modric interested. We've also heard in recent days that David De Gea, the goalkeeper, who right now doesn't have a team, who turned down, money from Saudi Arabia, is linked to Inter Miami. So you bring in these type of players, and it's a long season. And some of these players are going to go to Copa America. And that was the issue with Messi, was dividing his time between club and country. And I think that ultimately did Inter Miami in. He's good. He's great. He's the best when he's on the field and when he plays for you. But he's got to stay healthy. And with the amount of travel that he will be doing here in the continental United States and in North America, Canada as well, and then you add in their Copa America, I think that may be a little bit too much on his legs. Now factor that by ×5 when you got all these other players who may play a role in their national teams, who may also suffer from that fatigue, that fitness, that travel, all these issues that we've come to know and see with these players.